Imagine a country where daily routines have been transformed into something surreal, where mornings don't start with an alarm clock, but with sounds that are a constant reminder of a conflict that refuses to end. This is life in Ukraine. Here, people live in a delicate balance where each decision, walking down the street, opening a window, even leaving for work, can be a courageous act. This is a portrait of a Ukraine divided between the past and the present, between fear and hope. The landscapes that once inspired poets and writers have now been replaced by memories and challenges. The country stands tall, with each city telling its story through scars. Ukrainians have had to reinvent themselves. Imagine waking up each day in a place where routines have changed dramatically. Cities like Kyiv, Kharkiv, Mariupol, once lively and bustling, now bear silence and ruins. Survival here is not just about living, but adapting to a harsh new reality. The streets that once echoed with the sounds of casual conversations and footsteps now hold memories of a different time. Attentive eyes scan the corners and the movement on the streets, while a constant feeling of alert fills the air. Yet these streets continue to welcome the Ukrainian people who refuse to leave their homeland. Imagine walking through Kyiv, where the city's grandeur, with its golden domes and stunning architecture, now stands as a distant reflection of what it once was. Stores and markets remain open, but their purpose has shifted. They aren't just for daily trade, but for holding on to the memories of a Ukraine that strives to stay alive. These markets are now spaces where people gather, sharing news, hopes, and anxieties. Schools, once places where children learned about Ukraine's history, geography, and folklore, have now become shelters. Yet, amid all this, parents and teachers attempt to maintain some level of education. Children play in the yards, though their games, like hide and seek, now hold a more serious meaning. Normalcy is pursued constantly, and the little smiles on children's faces show that even amid chaos, life finds a way to continue. Ukrainians have always been known for their resilience, and today this strength is more visible than ever. When the conflict began, many could have fled, but most chose to stay. They chose to fight, to resist, and to keep the spirit of their land alive. Throughout Ukraine, people who once had plans, dreams, and life projects now unite under a common mission to protect their homeland. It is inspiring to see how everyone finds a way to help. Instead of giving in to fear, Ukrainians have united like never before. Local communities have turned into support networks where food, clothing, and resources are shared, creating bonds that go beyond time and hardship. Volunteer centers have emerged where young and old gather to organize supplies, prepare meals, and distribute aid to those who need it most. These volunteer centers are true refuges where love for the country is turned into action. Here, people dedicate themselves without hesitation, fully aware of the risks they face daily. It's as if all of Ukraine has become one voice, a voice that refuses to be silenced. The unity is striking to those who visit the country. It shows the strength and determination of a people who, even amid darkness, still find light. Many who stayed have found new ways to adapt, taking temporary jobs to support their communities. Agriculture, a long-standing pillar of Ukraine's economy, continues despite the hardships, with the same passion as before. Farmers keep cultivating the land, knowing that the food they produce is vital to their fellow citizens. It's more than just an economic activity. It's an act of resistance, a symbol that life can go on, even in the darkest times. Even in uncertainty, Ukraine finds ways to celebrate life. Small moments bring relief. Weddings still happen, birthdays are celebrated, and families gather to create memories that, in times like these, become even more precious. These moments, though simple, are victories over fear. They prove that even in the hardest circumstances, the human spirit can find hope. Celebrations may be quieter, but are never less significant. A wedding in Ukraine today is not just a union of two people, but a declaration of love and resilience. A promise that no matter what comes, love will endure. These celebrations take on a much deeper meaning, knowing that tomorrow is uncertain. Couples exchange vows amid tension, but with the conviction that love can be a form of healing. In every corner of Ukraine, life reinvents itself. The hope in the eyes of those who persist, the smiles shared between strangers, the small acts of kindness that make each day a bit lighter. These are the moments that show, no matter how challenging the path may be, the Ukrainian people have the strength to endure and to reinvent themselves.